What is up, and welcome back, Picogram fam. We are back after a freaking hell of a night at fights in Miami, Florida, where big things happen, dude. Maybe one of the best nights of fight that we've seen possibly ever. I don't know. Especially in the era we're in and getting the bullshit we've been getting up to this point. Man, are we just rejoicing right now on this beautiful Sunday. So let's just jump right into it and talk about the history that was made last night in Miami, Florida. We'll start with first fight of the night was Charles Radke and Francisco Prado. I couldn't tell you the last time I seen Francisco Prado win a fucking fight. When's the last time he won a fight?
2023, July 15th.
Yeah, he is probably wrapping up his UFC run right there. That's probably how that's going to end. You know, he might. Thing about Prado is he's only 23 or some shit. He is still, very young into his career. Has probably another decade of fighting left if he wants it to go that way. Probably got in the UFC a little too early. Very apparent right now and of last night. Charles Radke's a monster. Just, pretty much damn near identical records, which is kind of funny. But just the trajectory and how their careers have played out is way different. Radke's a fucking tough son of a bitch, and just kind of bullied Prado to a finish. Got him down, subbed him. No decision. My bad. About subbed him, but submission or no decision. Started rambling there. Just got away from me. Won by decision, but yeah, just pretty much bullied him. Was on top of him a lot. Next up, Vicente Luque, Kelvin Gastelum. My, what year is it? Vicente Luque versus Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin made weight. Let's start there. Let's start with some positives. Kelvin Gastelum made weight for a fucking fight for the first time, and I don't know, since the 2020s, I'd have to imagine. Looked good. Always looks good. Always looks dangerous. Just, I don't know what it is about Kelvin Gastelum. If it's a luck issue, if it's a skill issue, I don't know. But for a guy who has, in the books, one of the best fights, title fights even, of all time, kind of where he peaked. Yeah, a lot of red on that record. A lot of reds in a row. Sad to see for someone like Kelvin Gastelum, but he's just, he's good, he's talented, but he's just not that disciplined. I don't know if he's really working on his game through the, off time, or if he's just merely trying to not become a bloated fat fuck so he can actually make weight. I don't know. But he's only getting older, and his record's only getting worse. So there was a point in time I would have thought they would have cut him a while back. But again, he is kind of a legend in his own right. Has, like I said, one of the best title fights of all time against Adesanya. So that's kind of what's drifted him to this point, I would imagine. Let's look at his record real quick. What's the red streak on that some bitch look like? Yeah, dude. Hasn't won 2 fights in a row. Go down real quick. I don't see 2 fights in a row. One. Okay, that right there. Against Jacare and Bisping. What year is that? I can't really. 2018?
Yep.
It's not 1, 2.
2017 to 2018.
No, I had a win streak since 2018. 8 fucking years. So if he's just doing it to do it and get in there and make a paycheck, cool. I don't know how long that's going to last in UFC, how long he'll tolerate that. And especially with him not making weight half the fucking time when he fights. Could be seen in the last Kelvin Gastelum. End of an era right there. Good for Vicente Luque. Vicente needed a fucking good win. And I'm not going to say this puts him right back at the top, but it definitely puts him in some kind of contention on working his way back up to some bigger fights. Kelvin Gastelum's a pretty big fight. Kelvin's only losing 2 names, and he only fights names. It's not like he's losing to fucking bums out here, but he is losing a lot. But Vicente just on the ground, so much better. I mean, just miles ahead. Kind of bullied him on the ground. About got him to like a neck crank. But ultimately just opened him up, subbed him. Next up, we have. What's Madero's first name? I know it's funny.
Will?
McQuell. Marquel. Marquel Maderos and Chris Taco Padilla. Chris Padilla's fucking good, dude. I picked this one for Padilla. Now, this is a weird fight because I don't know if you remember this fight at all, but
I
it
do. This is the fight I came in on.
was a good fight. Pretty even fight.
I
Padilla looks quick, looks sharp. Madero's look good, looks sharp. Go to the judges' scorecards real quick. Before
That's what I'm pulling up.
when they said this, I kind of caught it and just let it go. Especially because I had Chris Padilla picked to win by submission or decision. I can't fucking get submission and decision right tonight. Okay, can you zoom in on that, Andy? Perfect. Okay. It should be a draw. 28-28, 28-28, and then 29-27. Yeah, I think this is a majority draw.
Yeah.
Deducted point for the eye poke. They gave it
So,
to
yeah,
Chris.
it was announced as a decision win. But during the press conference, they announced that it was actually a draw. So in the cage, they said it was a decision win when it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happens. But whatever. It did happen. What's it officially ruled as now? Draw with
A
it
draw.
says draw, yeah.
Even on Tapology, it says it's a draw.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, if you watched that fight, seen them announce Chris Padilla as a winner, and now are looking to see a draw, you're not crazy. That is what happened. Took them till after the event to officially acknowledge it, but they were like, hang on. Happens, dude. We all make mistakes at our job. That's a fucking weird one to make, but I have to say it. It happens. Funny.
It's odd.
So Chris Padilla thought for about an hour or two he was going home with double paycheck.
He probably knew the second he went out the octagon. They were like, "We fucked up. We're sorry," but they didn't announce it publicly until the end of the card. Because they had to know then when they accidentally said the fucking wrong thing. And they've done it before. This ain't the first time they've done it.
Happens quite frequently, honestly. Way more than it should. But yeah, whatever. I guess you could. I would honestly thought Chris Padilla won that fight. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean,
Everyone gave the second round to Maderos.
yeah. I didn't. I came in like 2 minutes left in the first round when I started the card of this, so I didn't see the entire first round. But it looks like most people gave it.
I'm trying to remember what the big moments in the second round were. I just don't remember anything big happening. Probably hurt Padilla if they all gave it to him. Oh well, whatever. We'll move on. Tatiana Suarez and Lupe Godinez.
Good fight.
Was a good fight. Tatiana Suarez, man. Very good fighter, talented grappler, but has that thing where like she can take an interesting fight and make it boring as fuck.
I mean, I don't shit on fighters here, but Lupe had it in the fucking bag. She's the reason why she lost this fight. Lupe's the reason why she lost.
Yeah.
because she had her stunned
She could just kept it
in
on
the
the feet.
stand up
And she
and then took
initiated
her
the
fucking
grappling.
down.
Yeah, what
She
the
did,
fuck?
yeah, and then got reversed.
Because of course you did. You took down an Olympic grappler.
Yeah,
I don't know. Tatiana Suarez probably will eventually be champion, if I had to guess.
yeah, ain't strawweight right now open.
No, I mean Valentina's still locked in, but how much longer she has, I don't know. And
They kept saying that last night though. Even in the after fight interview, Rogan was like, "Now that strawweight is open, do you think you deserve the next chance for the belt?" So maybe she. Well, didn't she go up?
yeah, I think I was thinking flyweight. Yes, Valentina's in flyweight. Strawweight's Mackenzie Dern right now. We'll see how long that title reign lasts, too. To be honest.
Yeah, and ain't she hurt? So maybe they're like doing a interim.
Man, wouldn't that suck?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's log jam that fucking division.
Well, I'd rather it be one of them than.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, like you said, that's a perfect analysis of this fight. Loopy had it in the bag on the feet. Tatiana Suarez has pretty much zero fucking hands. She's like the Michael Chiesa of women. Uh, yeah, just initiated a takedown, which is fucking insane. That'd be like trying to. It's like stunning Khabib and trying to take Khabib down.
Yeah. And like dropped her. Like she was on the ground and she went in for strikes on the ground. She let her recover and then still stayed on the fucking ground. She had opportunities to get up back to standing, but she didn't. And then she got reversed and then
Low
submitted.
fight IQ is what expert would call that. Read that situation very fucking wrong. But yeah, just what happens. Loopy will learn, or she won't. I don't know. She's up
Or
there.
she won't.
Don't fucking do that. Mateusz Gamrot and Esteban Ribovics. This was a great fucking fight too, honestly. Gamrot is the gatekeeper who spoils the fucking spoils the delivery of all fucking prospects. Just somehow just beats the shit out of up and coming prospects, but can't really lock it in when it comes to a big name. Gamrot took out Sarukian when he was a fucking prospect. I don't even remember that, but he out wrestled Sarukian, made him look like fucking. That was like one of the that match looked like Giorgio Paluis and Armand wrestling. I mean, that was a solid fucking wrestling match between Sarukian and Gamrot. It was a great fight, but Gamrot just kind of schooled him in wrestling, man. Very competitive. Armand didn't look like he was outclassed, but it just Gamrot just kept getting the fucking betters of him. Gamrot on the ground. He's fucking good, man. He's very sticky. As soon as he sees you kind of down, he likes to pounce on you, and just that top pressure. He doesn't really plant his feet on the ground per se and like put his weight on you. He like grabs onto you like a fucking spider monkey or some shit. Just starts grabbing with his feet, trying to take your legs with his feet. Just does everything right on the ground. I mean, it's just best way to put that. Just Gamrot is a fucking ground specialist. Ribovics is not. He's a striker, obviously, and that was very apparent on the ground or on the feet when Ribovics was piecing him up a little bit here and there. But Gamrot just, too good of a vet. High fight IQ, an expert would call that. So yeah, that's kind of where that one ended. Again, man, this fucking fight card, Gamrot and Ribovics. That's a fucking main event at an Apex, right? I mean, all these fights could be fucking main events at an Apex card. This was a great put together card. Everybody on here you pretty much recognized. At least one name in every fight you recognized. And you don't get that often. So, again, as much as we like to poke fun at this billion-dollar company, they did very good tonight. Kevin Holland and Randy Brown. Man, Randy Brown, most talented dude to not fucking do anything with it, dude. He is so fucking good. He's a better fighter than Kevin Holland, but Kevin Holland is tougher, more aggressive, can get in your head a little bit more, and just not saying Kevin Holland's not like technically sound or more, but Randy Brown just on the feet, the way he moves, he just looks like a better fighter. Uh, was a crazy welterweight fight. Both these dudes 6'3", very long dudes, pretty much mirror matching bodies. I mean, it's pretty crazy to have a guy in there. Kevin Holland's usually longer, lankier, but not this time. Randy Brown, pretty much identical. Fight numbers pretty close. It's just, Kevin Holland, dude. He just knows how to win. Was talking to him. I don't know if that got in Randy's head or not. I don't know how many people are out there talking to Randy Brown while he's getting fucking pieced up and smacked and shit. But Kevin Holland pulled it. He pulled it out, man. Another name on the fucking repertoire of Kevin Holland. Vintage Kevin Holland performance last night. Aaron Pico and Patricio Pitbull. Speaking of main events, Apex. This would have been a fucking Bellator pay-per-view
Absolutely.
title
This
fight.
might have been the greatest fucking Bellator pay-per-view we've had in the UFC.
Okay, to be honest, as UFC fans, this was the best outcome that we could have got from this fight. We got a victory in Aaron Pico's favor. He's way younger, way less miles on the clock, has way more potential. Pitbull, obviously, we got way too fucking late. Both dudes very talented, very even fight. I mean, this is like anything could have happened. Both wobbled, both in danger. Really, in the first round, Pico was only in danger. From there, he kind of took over and grappled, mixed it up well. Very fucking patient. If I could say anything from this goddamn fight, is that Aaron Pico, for maybe the first time in his whole fucking career, was patient, picked his shots, didn't rush in head first, and won the fight very soundly and very fucking, definitely. Pitbull just looked like a fucking old guy out there. I mean, he's over the fucking hill. He's got some fun fights left in him, I'm sure, but he's done, man. He's washed. His prime is gone. Hate to say it, because if you were any kind of Bellator fan or just an MMA fight fan outside the UFC sphere, you're going to know Pitbull and you're going to love Pitbull because he's a fighter. He brings it every time, but he's been in so many wars. Dude, just the wars he was in with Michael Chandler is enough to give you fucking brain damage for a lifetime and enough to like shave off a fucking, so many fights that you could have had with wars like that. Same thing with Pico, too. He's got a lot of hard miles on the clock. Chin's a little suspect at some point, especially for him to be that young. But I really think all that kind of comes to Aaron Pico just leaves himself open. He's so confident in his abilities. And this dude is like a fucking child prodigy. I don't know if you know much about Aaron Pico, but was, national champion wrestler, Golden Gloves boxer, black belt. He's got it all there. He's got all the makings of a champion. It's just like when it's time to execute it, he gets a little overzealous. He gets a little crazy. He gets a little, just throws caution to the wind when he's, could set himself up to be one of the greatest of all time. But it's like, you got to kind of meet in the middle of decision making and talent. And his decision making is just way down here when his talent's way up here. And in doing that, he's really kind of fucking put way more damage on himself than he needs to have at this stage in his career. And it's a shame. Because I'm sure, like, everyone noticed how good he was doing against Lerone Murphy, right? Before he got spinning elbow KO'd out of nowhere, which that wasn't his fault because Lerone Murphy does not finish people. He doesn't do spinning shit that often. So, I mean, just that's understandable. But, where does that go and where does it end? I don't know. Will Pico ever be a champion? I don't know. Will he ever be in the top 5? I don't know. Because he just broke into the fucking rankings through a washed pit bull who has
Who
what
did
won
Pete?
won one
Yeah, so who
fight
did
since
he beat?
he's beat Dan Ige, I think,
Yeah, I said, how did he get in the rankings? I didn't even
because he
know he was
beat
ranked.
Ige. And to be very clear, does not deserve to be in the rankings. You know,
No, no.
but he is. Maybe not anymore. Maybe not even in the UFC anymore, because I would imagine they are paying him a pretty good purse to fight every time, and he loses. He's putting on good fights. He's not like. Besides last night, you kind of seen the age on him, and you kind of seen the miles. He's just not as quick anymore. There's not as much snap or power in his punches. Once Aaron Pico realized, oh, he can't knock me the fuck out. Like I said, the first round he kind of took some damage, but after he realized that he don't have the power to put me away, kind of just took over the fight. Kind of used all his skills. Kind of used was looked like he was almost just trying shit on him, trying to make prove to us as coaches, himself that he can be patient. He can make the right decisions. But all in all, good win for Aaron Pico. Hope it boosts his confidence a little bit. We need him to fight somebody with a little bit of a name, like maybe him versus a Yair Rodriguez would be fun. Pitbull lost to Yair. If he could get past the Yair, you
He
know,
deserves to be in those rankings.
he deserves to be up there. And then now we're talking. Now we're talking, maybe an
Title
Evalev.
contention.
Him and Evalev, how fun that'd be. The grappling would probably be negated, so it'd probably be like a swinger's chance on the feet. It's there. It's all there for the making, but we'll just have to see how he decides to take his career, how they decide to push him. Up next, Cub Swanson and Nate Landwehr. Pretty much storybook perfect send off if you're a Cub Swanson fan. Got the finish. Looked like vintage Cub Swanson. Man, he looked fucking good last night. Looked fucking pitcher perfect on point. Stood his ground. Walked Nate Landwehr down. Picked his shots. Perfect. Tech, dude, I mean, just perfect punches he was swinging. And landing. Catching Nate, through his block. Really gonna, make you miss Cub Swanson, honestly. I mean, we don't see him that often. He's not active at all. He fights maybe once every 2 years. And very talented. Maybe could have, strung something together if he was a little more active. Got his losses there to Andre Fili, J Mart, Jonathan Martinez, and Giga Chikadze. That was his big losses in the last few years. And all understandable. Cub was never the biggest 145er. I think he probably could have did a stint at bantamweight and probably could have, really did some fucking, legacy work there. But always fought at 145, no exception. And like I said, won fights that you wouldn't have thought he was going to win and lost fights you wouldn't have thought he was going to lose. But that's kind of like the story of Cub Swanson. Damn near a journeyman, but I'll give him a little bit more of a journeyman. He's kind of like more of like a pioneer of the sport. Was last active fighter from the WEC days. That's where we got our featherweight division, if you don't know. So that's why they count their wins in WEC against his like all over record of the UFC and all that shit.
31-14 is not a bad fucking record to go out on.
Positive. It's a positive record.
By a good chunk. 16 fights,
I
17
always think
fights.
of like a good positive record is if you have twice as many wins as you do losses. Because that's at least, a third of your fights, 2/3 of your fights you're winning. That's a good positive record. It's like championship material record. Once you got like half, if he was like 30-15, he's right there. I said I'll give him a notch above journeyman. If he was 30-15, that's a journeyman. That's a Fortune 500 fighter. That is a guy who has just made a career fighting. You win some, you lose some, you live to fight another day, as Craig's dad from Friday would say. But good send off for Cub. Gave him the video package. Had his family in there. Had his kids. Adorable kids. And all three of them have just, we're ones to talk with these glasses, but they're glasses, dude. He's got his genetics and his wife's genetics do not make good eyes. All of them had fucking just Coke bottles for glasses. But good for Cub, man. I'm that was a good one. And I've heard other MMA outlets saying that like that package maybe didn't hit as hard because they just gave Michael Chiesa one, and it's like two completely different. You can't even compare Cub Swanson to Michael Chiesa. They really fucking went all out for Michael Chiesa, didn't they? You
Yeah,
would have
for
thought he
some
was.
reason.
You would have thought he was a fucking double champ in the organization with that package they put on for
Yeah,
him.
undefeated double champ retiring.
Yep.
They didn't even give Khabib a send off like that.
Nope. But yeah, we won't stay too much on this. Won't harp too much on Nate Landwehr. That's kind of just the way he fights. If you start tagging him, he's going down. Dominic Reyes, Johnny Walker.
The dud of the night.
Crazy too, because this would have been one you would have been pretty goddamn sure one of these fuckers are going to sleep, considering they go to sleep in every other fight they're in. But both kind of knew that. I feel like both kind of knew that they were at like a weird kind of pinnacle part of their career where neither one of them really wants to lose to the other one. And I would imagine neither one of these dudes want to be another fucking knockout meme on the UFC spear. Both these dudes have had fucking cartoonish knockouts done to them and have a lot of damage. Pretty identical fight, honestly. Johnny Walker's still bigger, taller at least, but they kind of fight the same. Dominic's more technical sound, very more boxing heavy. Johnny throws more kicks. But we wouldn't have known that from last night's performance because neither one of them really did shit. Kind of gun shy, both of them. But yeah, that was the worst fight of the night. Considering that could have been a banger. Look at the cards here. Yeah. Yeah, scoring's kind of just all over the place because not really shit happened. Hard to judge. But
not a single one of them.
not a card's the same. No. And like I said, it's just because it was. You don't know what are you judging.
I don't know if it's just because I like Walker, but I felt like he done a little bit more. But there was really nothing,
He was more
not
flashy.
anything done.
He was more
Yeah,
flashy.
see, 80 total strikes, 80 total significance.
80
Attempted
fights.
a takedown. 42 landed. 42 landed.
Neither one
So,
of them have ever put down that low in numbers either.
Yeah, I was gonna say I felt like Walker did more in the fight.
Yeah, but he probably took
From
more
the
damage.
statistics he did. Yeah.
Both really just
But,
kicked the fuck out of each other's legs. That was the most damage done to either one of them, and really the only things you could have scored was just a leg kick battle.
This is literally a coin flip fight. At the end of the fight, they could have just threw their hands up, threw a coin, and said, "Heads is winner."
And I will say, cut back to a couple fights ago, Kevin Holland and Randy Brown was a leg kick battle. They just fucking leg kicked each other the whole time. Kevin Holland ended up putting ended up putting 2 knots on Randy Brown's legs, and that's probably what won him the fight. It was just slowing him down a lot with those fucking leg kicks. But same thing here. I feel like Dominic got hurt definitely first with a leg kick, and you could see him kind of slow down and pick it up after he'd been kicked, and like picked it up to see make sure he could still move it right and shit. And then from there, he just kind of got pissed and just threw caution to the wind and just started whipping Johnny Walker's legs and just kind of getting back and kind of was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna destroy each other's legs and we're gonna destroy each other's legs. And that was the most action of the entire fight. So yeah, we'll move on from that one. There wasn't much that happened in that one because the next fight is Josh Hokett and Curtis Blades. I don't even know where to start with this. Where do you even begin?
Where do you start? How about that? This might be one of the greatest fucking heavyweight fights,
I'll say greatest
like
fights of all time. But
or light heavyweight, ain't it? No,
no,
it's
this is heavy.
heavyweight.
This
It's
is heavyweight.
heavyweight.
Curtis
Yeah,
Blades, 260 fucking pounds. He's a big guy.
one of
That's what
like
makes
it's
this.
weird to say though that like this random new guy coming up against Curtis Blades could have been possibly one of the greatest fucking heavyweight fights of all time. I mean, we got big contenders in there. We got Chuck Liddell fights and shit in there, but
Kind of
this
shows you the
fight was
state of the fucking heavyweight division. That you can
yeah,
just pull a guy in. This is his like.
third UFC, third win in the UFC. Yeah, third fight,
Okay, yeah.
fourth if you count contender series. No, that's five.
We'll
Okay,
get.
no, I forget the top
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Some news after we talk about the fight.
So I'll start with this. I'll start. I want a little bit of technical shit here. Josh Hokett looked fucking great. Uh,
Insane.
he, as any heavyweight does, had his moments where they're breathing hard, got their hands down pretty much by their waist. Both of them just
Especially at the end of the fight. They
fucking
were
tired. But when it counted, and Josh Hokett, when he smelled blood, he was fucking magnificent, dude. He fucking went in, was tagging 1-2. He swung so fast. I mean, he's probably the fastest heavyweight we got right now. Uh, I mean, he looked faster than Tom Aspinall. Landed, was tagging, was slinging Curtis's head back and forth. Curtis was landing too. I'm not gonna say this was a total ass whooping. If
no.
you'd have
I
seen
mean,
him at the end of the fight, you would have thought total ass whooping because Curtis definitely wore the damage worse.
first like 4 punches in the fight, he stunned Curtis like immediately.
Bad, yeah,
Like immediately had
hurt
him
him
against the
bad,
cage,
and
and
it's
you would think like, oh, if he survives this, Hulk gets done because he big boys, you know. Usually, like if you don't finish him right there, you're done for the rest of the fight. But he kept the same fucking pace, slowed down a little bit, and then get right back into it.
yeah. If just from heavyweight history, the first round being that crazy, you kind of thought like, okay, the rest of this fight's gonna fucking suck because these dudes are
It's
so
gonna be
tired. But it was not. It was same fucking 2 more rounds of the same shit of these dudes
expected
just.
fucking Kimbo Slice and
Dude, yeah,
Dada
Dada 5000.
3000.
Somebody's gonna die of a heart
5000.
attack. Fucking,
Yeah. Yeah.
but no, man. I said maybe not the most technical fight, but that's not at all what matters. This was like Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner levels of heart and determination, and like literally, you kind of seen it of Josh Hokett doing all this fucking antics and the fucking characters and the cringy shit he done, picking on Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades coming in with this fucking retard making all these fucking trying to make viral moments. That's all he's doing is trying to make viral moments. Again, being cringy at it. So Curtis Blades does not want to fucking lose. So these dudes do right here with not wanting to fucking lose. And you kind of seen it. And both were kind of too tough for their own good, so they both took so much fucking damage last night. And Hokett ended up pulling it out because he did better. He really did tag Curtis way harder. When he had Curtis, the crazy visual of like a 6 foot tall dude against like a 6'4" guy, and he's just backing him. It looked like a fucking Chihuahua backing a fucking Great Dane up into a corner. And just pushing him, putting the pressure on him like Curtis has probably never felt before. And flipping him off. I mean, just dude would tag him, and then instead of capitalizing on the moment, would flip him off and smile.
And you
And
could see from the statistics, Uh, only landed 2 takedowns out of 7. Curtis Blades has the most
In
takedowns in
heavyweight.
heavyweight history,
Yep. Josh
and
can
he
fucking
took
grapple.
only took him down twice. Because this whole fight was just standing the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and again, it's not from a lack of trying from Curtis, because Curtis, once he started getting, really cranked, was pretty much done with the fucking stand up if he could have did anything about it. Went for
Yeah.
several takedowns. Dude, Josh is good. He's quick. He's not the most powerful heavyweight per se, but like the way he's got a good mix for it. He's fast. He's powerful enough. He can pick up a 260-pound guy and slam him if he has to. But it's kind of like he's using that speed advantage, and he's good at kind of, reserving it to where he needs it. Again, he looked tired as fuck, but when it counted, he was there, and he was fucking. He could have got a finish, and if he would have finished Curtis Blades, dude, that would have been so insane. Like you would have talked about that for the rest of the fucking the time, rest of this dude's career. That would have been the only thing we ever fucking talked about. Was he made his third fight in UFC, KO'd a guy who's top 5. He ain't even ranked. And so honestly, good on for Curtis for even taking this fight. But there's really no one else to fight, and it kind of shows you again the level that the heavyweight division is at. That we can take a guy fresh off the fucking Contender Series, throw him in there with a fucking top 5 guy, and him beat him. Beat him.
And I mean, we were gonna bring it up. Good time to bring it up. Is they
Yeah.
already announced his next fight right after.
So
And
yeah, Donald Trump was in the audience. Was cage side right there, and I guess somehow Derek Lewis got to him or was talking to him, and it
no,
got brought up that he wasn't on it. Yeah, and
he
then
talked. He was talking to Dana
mhm.
and asked Dana White why Derek Lewis wasn't on.
Oh, so Trump wanted Derek on it. Okay, so that's even
He
cooler.
asked him why wasn't he on it. So Dana then called Derek Lewis and was like, "Why ain't you on this card?" And he, smart ass, jokes, says because of politics. And then Dana said, "Do you want to be on this card? Trump wants you on it." And he said, "Yes." And then Rogan said,
Having
"Why
fight
didn't
Josh
they
already.
put Hulk? Yeah,
Okay.
why didn't Hulkett be on the White House card, and that his next fight should be Derek Lewis?" And he said this at the end of the fight, right after they already set up Derek Lewis to fight with nobody on it.
Yeah.
So then they said that Dana said that he sent somebody back there. They caught Hulkett as he was getting loaded into the ambulance, like WWE style, getting loaded in, and then they asked, "Do you want to fight Derek Lewis on the White House card?" And he said yes.
And then the Undertaker popped out from behind the fucking driver's seat. Major reveal, he drove off with him, but they may not ever. We'll have to wait till next week to see if he survived. Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. Who knows if Hogan will be ready from the amount of damage he took from last night?
That's
But
the first thing Rogan said too, though. Like Hogan, brother.
Hulk Hogan.
Fucking Rogan.
His name is the Incredible
Rogan-
Hulk.
No, I was saying Rogan.
I know,
He's the
okay.
one that kind of set up the fight.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
he
one that
played
kinda set up
matchmaker
the
on that
fight.
one.
I mean, yeah, because he said that he should fight Derek Lewis next, and they already have Derek Lewis on a card with no component,
No components.
no opponent, no components. Dude, we're fucked today. What the fuck's going on? But
Got a little
had
bit
no
of brain
opponent.
frog here. Yeah, go ahead.
So after they announced it after the next fight, after Paulo Costa's fight. They announced it after that they're going to be on the White House card together. And Rogan's like, is he even going to be ready? Like, is he going to have time to prep? Like, he took a lot of damage tonight.
Took a
and then
lot
now
of
he has
fucking
to turn
damage.
around and fight
got
the
2
hardest
months.
hitting.
Yeah. Here's the
hardest
thing is,
hitting fucking,
sometimes Derek Lewis don't show up. That might be the easiest fight of his life. Now, with it being the
and yeah,
White House
you're
card,
right. They both have a 2-month.
they have 2 months.
And then he's coming right off of a fucking camp, so he could get right back into that fucking mode.
He's in way better
But
shape than Derek Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Derek Lewis has to get into that mode where he can just get right back to what he was just doing.
And if Hoket's wanting to do what he's trying to do, and that's just kind of like shoot to the top, use his fucking goofy antics and like just get the word out there, have people saying his name. This is what you want to do. You're gonna want to fight take a fucking Derek Lewis on a short notice. You live that fucking life. If you're gonna
Dude,
talk that talk, walk the walk.
you were talking about if he knocked out Curtis Blades tonight. That would be talked about. If he even wins, not even knockout, if he wins against Derek Lewis on a short notice fight on the White House card, he'd be talked about forever.
And it's totally doable. Even if he wanted to fucking
Yeah.
just take him down and bash him, dude, that would be okay. Just do it and win. That would make him 10-0. That happening at the shit he's gonna say at the White House, I can only fucking imagine. But
Yeah.
that's again, that's what you want to do if you are Josh Hokett and you are trying this fucking path of just shoot to the top. It's a very shallow division. Any athletic man that is 230 pounds up could be a contender in the fucking heavyweight division. That's just a fact. You might think that's a crazy statement, but honestly, that's kind of what this has just proved to us. If you've played college division fucking any kind of sport, basketball, football, wrestling, you're 60% on your way to being a fucking UFC champion. The fighting can come next.
You need to bring Rampage back and do another season of Heavyweight Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, just Rampage and Rashad again, just straight up fucking. That wouldn't be bad, honestly, dude. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
They don't even, because they don't even do fights anymore at the end of the season. So they don't even got to fight. You just got to be the coach.
Did you
for a
see
new
who
heavyweight
the
season.
coaches for this next season is? They've already announced it.
Ain't it Bisping and Cormier?
Yeah. Could be all right. I don't know. Ultimate Fighter's lost a lot of fucking luster over the years.
Yeah, it's not the same. Bringing back to what I just said, the fact that they don't have the coaches fight at the end was one of the big
That hurts it a
reasons
lot,
why.
honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's hard. It was kind of like a weird dynamic where you got a champ fucking training for a fight and they're shooting a fucking TV show at the same time. Like, obviously, that's a terrible fucking idea. But whatever. But yeah, Hokett, Blades, fight of the night, fight of the fucking year, fight of the fucking century.
Fight of the night, and Hokett got performance of the night. He got double bonuses.
Good. He deserves it, man. Again, going in there and really just sticking to a game plan of being the character of the Incredible Hulk. We're all here for it, dude. Little cringy on the fucking media day and shit. That's a little.
Not a big fan of that shit.
Hard to watch sometimes.
If I'm gonna watch fucking WWE style shit, I'll just go watch Attitude Era WWE. You know what I mean?
Dude, he makes Colby Covington look like GSP. I mean, it's insane.
Makes
Like
Henry Cejudo, like
like fucking
normal.
tame.
It makes him look like a normal fucking person, dude. It's insane.
Yeah. All right, Paulo Costa, Azamat Mazakurnov, man.
Got the racist.
The racist is back, dude. Vintage Paulo Costa
Looked insane, dude.
looked great. He kind of Mirzakhanov is good. He's very skilled. He's kind of set in his ways. He was undefeated up to that point. When you're a 40-year-old undefeated man, you've probably had kind of a catered path to wherever you've made it to. And Paulo Costa is a championship level fighter, so any kind of, get out of jail free cards that Mirzakhanov may have had tucked in his, repertoire didn't fucking work. Did not work with Paulo Costa. The grappling, he couldn't get off. He couldn't, really get his shots off because Paulo was walking him down, putting pressure on him that Mirzakhanov has never had before. And it really showed. What he really did to win this fight was kicked him in his fucking chubby stomach. Over and over again.
Leg kicks, body kicks, head kicks.
Really
throwing
just
these kicks anywhere and everywhere.
Kicking, focusing on the body. Perfect fucking body punches he was throwing.
What the
Oh. I'm elated. Anyway.
God is good. Always some bullshit.
Dude, I thought we were about to crash. 44 fucking minutes into this thing, and I was going to crash. All right.
Tell me to update. You got to update your computer.
Yeah, it says you're going to want to do that right now. We ain't got time. No. Anyway, Paulo Costa, He's always been good at working the body. I don't know if you remember, like fucking probably 10 years ago. I remember seeing him fight Uriah Hall, and just like there's a picture of him like just laying in a perfect lead body hook, and Costa just looks like a fucking Super Saiyan, like just so shredded, and just leading, and then you got Uriah Hall just fucking got his hands up like this and just getting dug into the body. It's the most perfect body shot you've ever seen, and I'll always remember that image from Paulo Costa. And yeah, he's just good at working the body, good at fucking. He took the wind out of his sails. He made him doubt himself. He took that undefeated fighter swag that these guys have, and he just took it and shoved it up Mirzakanov's fucking ass, and told him that that's not gonna work at the top of the fucking league here, bud. And we might have something with the fucking light heavyweight division as shallow as the heavyweight division at this point, honestly. So we may have something with Paulo Costa. You may see a title run with Paulo Costa.
And he did good.
He did good. Looked great, dude. Paulo always looks good. He always brings it. Always presses forward. He's not afraid to take damage. Not afraid to exchange. Couldn't find a picture.
In the press conference, I was so hyped after this fight, or after this card, dude. I even watched the fucking press conference, and I never do that.
Yeah.
So, in the press conference, one of the questions was asked is, "What's next? What do you want to do?" And he said he'll fight anybody in middleweight or light heavyweight, just whatever gets him to the belt.
He's not making middleweight, dude. He about died making 205. I seen a picture of him fucking laying in his damn hotel floor looking like a damn mummy, just dehydrated on the fucking ground.
That's what he said, though. He said whatever could get him closer to the belt.
And that's smart.
Weight class he'll fight in.
And that's really any fighter. I mean, that's the most generic answer.
I know, but I mean, light heavyweight is it. If he fights one more time, he gets the belt.
Fuck that middleweight shit, dude. Yeah, you ain't beating fucking Hamzat, so just go and fight.
One more fucking fight. Let's look at the.
Imagine him and Olberg, dude.
Oh my god.
I'll bring up the light heavyweight rankings. Let's just see what it would take here.
Right here, Alex Pereira.
Come up a little bit. Your picture's right over the stream there. Okay, yeah. Where was Mirzakhanov? 8? 6.
6. Here, let me see if this is better for you.
There you go. Yeah, it's better. So yeah, he just beat Mirzakhanov. So the only people above him are Blachowicz, Roundtree, Olberg, Prohaska, and Ankalaev.
Give him Yuri. If Yuri beats him, he gets another fucking title contention. If fucking and if he wins, he gets title contention. We'll talk more about the Yuri fight, but it was weird. I could almost see.
I was about to say Yuri needs somebody like either a rematch or right at the top. I don't know if Paulo Costa. Paulo needs to beat like a Khalil.
And then maybe go for Yuri.
Yeah, or an Ankalaev. I mean, honestly, fucking Paulo Ankalaev would be.
You want to give him Big Onk right off the bat?
I'd say give him Big Onk. Let's just see what happens, dude.
Fuck it.
Onk's a striker. He's not going to wrestle him.
Yeah. Maybe give him Jamal Hill.
Okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, Jamal Hill. I'm taking up, though. Fuck these fuckers behind him. But right. Jamal Hill's former champion. That might be not a bad one, Khalil. But there's
about maybe Dominic Reyes after his win, which would be a decent padded fight for him. Still a little dangerous, but he could for sure win it in one punch.
Do you fucking hate Dominic Reyes?
I don't, but this is what they were throwing around in the press conference.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm with you. You gotta do what you gotta do. And if Dominic Reyes gotta go, we gotta go. We gotta get fucking the racist up championship level here.
Yeah. We are both in agreement, though. He needs at least one more, and then he could go for the belt. At least one more. I would say maybe 2, but at least one more.
One more, and that's only because he's on like a loss. I mean, he's got a lot of losses as of late. You know, that's the first win he's had in a little bit there.
We look good.
He looked good. Looked great. That was co-main event. All right, let's move on to the main event. Take this puppy home. Carlos Ulberg and Yuri Prohaska. Where do I begin on this one?
I'll start.
Go ahead.
This was a very hard fight for me to choose from because I have been an Ulberg fan since he came into UFC,
Me too.
and I've been a Yuri fan for a while now. So when I heard this fight was announced, I was like, "This is gonna be
Kind of
a
sad.
crazy fucking fight." And like one, I wanted Yuri to win because I want him to have the belt again. I want him to be able to show that this is his weight class. He's, fucking good in it.
There was talks of him going to
But
middleweight too, before this
I
fight happened.
wanted I wanted Oberg to also win because I didn't want his fucking hype train to die. He's coming up, and like I didn't want it to get ended at the title belt and then him have to fucking go fight some lower guys again to get a chance to fight for it again.
I like Carlos Ulberg. I've heard people say that like him winning this belt was gonna like really kill the division or like the markability.
I mean, if
He's
what
not.
happened in the fight didn't, I don't think it would. I think now it might because
He's not like the most personality. Okay, yeah, he's not got the biggest personality, and I like that. You know what
yeah,
he is? He's a fucking cool dude. I mean, that's all. I mean, he
yeah.
just fucking swagger for days. He's an ex-male stripper. Looks like the fucking Rock or some shit. I mean, he's just a cool fucking guy. I don't mind him being champion. He's fucking good at fighting.
In the press conference, he was funny, made
Yeah, yeah,
jokes.
dude. Like I said, he's not like trying to impress anybody. He really just wants to fucking be the best fighter in the world at his weight class. He's not talking about jumping around. He's not. He, in the weird way he did it, we'll get to that too. But in essence, just captured his fucking dream last night. He could retire. He's 36 years old, dude. You know
I didn't
he
know that.
yeah, he's on his way out. That's kind of like the real downside to him winning over Yuri is Yuri's so much younger and had so much more potential on the clock, I guess, but it's not to say fucking Oberg's washed or fucking done. He clearly can fight through fucking injury. Uh,
Yeah,
you know,
let's go over that. Let's go over actually how the fight went because we're just all studied on Ulberg here.
okay, so here's my analysis of the fight. Started off, as you would imagine, on the feet, Yuri bouncing around, very weird, very jerky, tagging up Ulberg,
Grabbing his hand. He kept reaching out and like holding his fucking hand.
grabbing him. Yeah, I remember that. But
Yeah.
kicking his legs, and it was very back and forth. He was getting tagged. I want to derail this for just 1 second and say I did pick Ulberg to win, and that's only because Yuri gets tagged. There's just nothing. He gets hit by everybody he fights, and if you hit past a certain threshold, like an Alex Pereira or a Carlos Ulberg, you can put him out.
Both of them. Both of them, dude. Both of them have that left fucking hand, dude.
Very reminiscent of an Alex Pereira that Ulberg fights. He doesn't have that same straight up. Alex Pereira has the weirdest stance. You could see a silhouette of Alex Pereira and know it's him by the way he stands like a cobra. Ulberg don't do that. Ulberg is very light on his feet, very bouncy for a big dude. It's insane how fucking nimble this guy is, and it really showed once he, we'll get to what happened right now. At a certain point, his fucking knee gave out. He went back and his knee bent.
He got hit, and when he got hit, he jumped back, and he didn't land on his leg right.
You seen his foot plant, and I don't know. They said it was his knee, but like they showed the footage from the backside of his leg.
It looks like he tore a tendon.
It looked like his fucking calf got popped because as soon as it like pressure on his foot, you saw a line down his back of his leg go sideways. And then from there, he's hurting. He's bending weird. He's very telling that he has a fucking injury. And for some reason, for some goddamn reason on this fucking earth, Yuri Prohaska noticed that and became the only fighter on the planet that did not capitalize on that moment. He did the fucking
See,
opposite. He
he
saw it
says
and he
the
gave mercy.
most. Yeah, he says the most Yuri thing that like if anybody else would have said this, you would not believe them. But since it was fucking Yuri, here's
Yeah, there's his knee. Yeah, just
I can't
step back on it. You can tell right there. Yeah, he just fucking stepped back on it. Your knee is not supposed to bend that way backwards. Hurt
Yeah,
him.
look at that. Look, you can even
Carlos,
tell like right
yeah,
there, like at that
yeah.
shape.
He got that, and then he like just fucking rolled like a Dark Souls and got back to his feet against the cage. Yuri kind of did a Max Holloway thing where he pointed at the ground and was
Pointed at
gonna
the
just
ground.
stand there with him. It's funny. It's like he does what every fighter does. He did that, and then Olberg stepped in the circle with him, was gonna go for it,
Yeah,
and
and then step back.
as soon as he started swinging, Yuri's just
I,
like,
s-
oh, fucking
I
jump
said
back.
that too. I said that last
I'm
night. I
like,
was
oh,
like, "What
what
are you
a
doing, Yuri? You don't
bitch.
do it right."
Yeah,
You say
Max
come here,
Holloway's
and then
the only one
the
that
only
when he
one, yeah,
points at the fucking ground, he is not stepping
stand
backwards
there.
from that fucking point. He is coming only forward.
Well, I guess you could also say Justin Gaethje too, because he didn't move until he hit the ground.
Yeah, but he didn't initiate that. He didn't point at the ground and say, let's
Yeah,
fucking go. He's just ready to fucking go if you're ready to fucking go. But no, Max Holloway says this,
this is where I'm standing.
and he's
Come at me.
always winning. That's the best part of that. Is it's like your last chance to do anything, and he's gonna give it to you. I beat your ass so
Yeah.
bad that I could lose right now, and it ain't gonna hurt my fucking stock. So come on, and then he'll get you. It's trademark Max Holloway. We'll miss that. God, I'll miss that when that motherfucker's gone. We'll see that for years to come, and like I'm saying now, it'll never be done right. It'll never be done
Never be
right like
done.
him. But anyway, Prohaska gets a Olberg, a very battle damaged and injured Olberg against the cage. Can't even stand on his back foot, and somehow just shoots from the 3 fucking line and just nails Yuri right in the face. Knocks him on the ground. Yuri's still kind of awake, kind of trying to balance and flip back over. And I mean, Olberg just sends the most perfect 3 punches you've ever seen right to his face, like a missile, just perfect straight to the ground, to the face. And that was it. It was over. Yuri got up, fucking heartbroken, and then Olberg walks around the ring like there ain't nothing wrong with his knee. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
seen
dude,
that
he
too.
jumped up
Jumped
on
on
the
the
fucking thing and
cage.
hanging over it, jumped down, walked around, hopping around.
Pretty much
That
did the
adrenaline
billionaire
though.
strut. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
adrenaline.
adrenaline
Yeah, he
though.
just won the fucking world
Once
title.
he seen Yuri go down, I bet you that adrenaline went fucking pumping through his body. He got on top of him, and the second the ref put him
He
off, I
was
bet you
done.
his dude.
He knew in that fight, I'm done. If
Yeah,
it would have went back to the corner, if it would have made it out of that
it was
first
over.
round,
It
they
would have
wouldn't have
been
let
over
him
in that
fight.
first round.
He wouldn't have been
No,
able to get off that stool.
doctors would have pulled him.
But he fucking made it happen. That's why you gotta love Olberg. Whether he's got a personality that everybody can fucking, get behind or whatever, he's not like a brash guy. He's not an anything type of guy. Like I said, he's kind of a cool, calm, collected dude. I don't know what, he's just a guy. A bro. Somebody would be cool to, fucking have a barbecue with or something. He's just
Fucking,
just a
I'll tell
dude.
you the thing that kind of made me laugh about the press conference is after he won, Tai Tuivasa posted and was like, "Olberg's really fucking lucky that I'm not in Miami right now because of a party."
Oh, I was gonna
So
say
he's
he's gonna do a
saying,
shoey or something
"Yeah,
with him. I was
well,
gonna
no,
say
they're
they're
great
both.
friends."
Yeah, okay, good.
So he's like,
I'm gonna kill him with
you better
alcohol
be
poisoning.
yeah, you better be happy. And then the Olberg says, "I'm fucking happy he's not here either," because he goes, "I wouldn't fucking wake up for 2 days." He's like, he's like, "I'm glad he's not here." He goes, "You party with fucking Ty, like you get fucked up."
Yeah, dude,
Like,
I'm sure. Believe me, I'm sure.
but this is his reaction though when someone asked him about that. He's like, "I'm glad he's not here." It's like,
Just fucking 300-pound ass gonna kill somebody with alcohol.
But great fight. Done
Great
it on one
fight.
leg. Insane. Great card, dude.
Great whole card. I jumped up out of my seat when he did it, and all I said 3 times in a row was, "He did it on one leg. He did it on one
Yeah.
fucking leg."
That's well, dude, when I seen Yuri go to the ground, dude, I literally jumped up in the fucking air, dude, and I was like shaking, like my fucking like, cause like when I seen his leg get fucked, I was like, oh god damn it, it's like Yuri won, oh shit, Yuri
It was
won,
over. He
and then when
had him.
dude, I know, so like you had that expectation already that it was over. So like you're already getting excited because you're like, oh my god, Yuri won. And then he fucking drops Yuri, dude. And I, like, the biggest fucking plot twist in the world. One leg drops him. I jump up in the fucking air, dude, and I'm shaking. Like my adrenaline's running, dude, because I was like, that was insane. That was fucking insane, dude.
Between that and
One,
the Curtis Blades fight, this was the most electrifying fucking card
dude,
we've had all year.
but one of the best cards of the year, dude. Like, I thought the first card they put on was pretty good. Gaethje versus Pimblett. That was a good card, you know? Wasn't bad.
Good
Start off the
start
year with
off
that
the
card.
year. Yep.
This continues one of the best fucking cards of the year, dude. This ain't top three at most. Or
Call
at
of the
least
year?
top three.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, we still got a
Easy
couple
number one.
cards.
We still got a number, yeah. But as of right now, the ones that have been,
Dude,
there's no question.
yeah, as of right now, I'm talking about out of all year, we still got something to come. We never know.
The White
The
House
White House
card
card might be amazing.
might deliver. Who knows?
Yeah.
If Justin Gaethje was to knock out Ilya Taporia,
Oh my god, dude. Done on one leg.
just rolling
Don't have a
thunders
brain
his
cell.
ass. What if he rolling thunder fucking KOs him?
Oh my god, dude. You know, it'd be so fucking funny. I know it's not gonna happen,
What?
but that fight starts and Justin Gaethje just wrestle fucks him the
That would
entire
be
time,
hilarious, dude. Just so unexpected. Rear nakeds him.
Dude, this whole time he's built his fucking thing up by fucking standing up, but people forget that he's an amazing fucking wrestler.
Or he just goes back to like vintage Justin Gaethje and just leg kicks him 5 times in a row and
Dude,
TKOs
yeah.
him by a leg kick.
And it's like, oh, you've been studying me this whole time, and you think I'm gonna stand up with you? Nope, throw you on your head 7
yeah.
times in a row.
Show you why they call me the highlight. Just fucking backflip kicks him off the cage. All right, man. I think we've covered all this and more. Oh man, great card. Go ahead.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
We can end it off with this. Gable Stevenson signs with the UFC. He's got a fight planned for International Fight Week.
We should have. God, what if they had him versus Hogan on the fucking White House card?
Dude, that's an even better fucking fight. Damn, dude.
You can
Hey,
have
make
that
you a
UFC.
matchmaker.
You can have
Yeah,
that.
make you a matchmaker.
It would make way more sense than fucking Derek Lewis, but whatever. That'll get Hogan right up there in the top.
Gable Stevenson, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
But I have that on a note over here. I looked over and seen it right when we're about to get off. Thought I'd throw it in.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
exciting.
good throw in there because random as fuck. Is he ready? Who knows? We'll find out. Apparently he's a John Jones protege, so that can mean a couple things. He's a good.
Comes in and gets a picogram immediately.
Yeah.
We get
Well,
another-
yeah. Get a shout out. Hey, if do everything he does in the cage, everything he does outside the cage. Do not do. That is a follow. That's a perfect follow. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here. We love you, man. I appreciate you listening. This was a great podcast. This was a great fucking card, and we are out of here.